Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It is that time of the week where I sit down, dust off the old history books, and do my best to preview and maybe even give Kabam Santa, as I like to call him, my wish list for the holiday gift of 2022. Now, what's interesting is this wasn't always a thing. Although in past years, there were a couple of amazing things that the community really could take advantage of. Believe it or not, and it might have been over 4 years ago, those of you in the comments who are old like me and have played this game for years and years and years, you may remember the exact year, but around 4 years ago, Kabam gave every player a 3-day window when Christmas hit. Not Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. When Christmas hit, to have one rank down ticket of each star rarity. Now, I think at that point, most people didn't have 6 stars above rank 2. In fact, maybe that was just a thing that had happened. Maybe that even hadn't happened yet. But I thought it was so genius. I applauded Kabam profusely. Because if that was a tradition, it would solve so many issues, particularly what I think is the biggest player issue of 2022, which is the Prestige War BS. I can't tell you how many people reached out to me who wanted to quit the game because we had so many new champions released that were in the top 5 or even top 10 in Prestige that you think you're taking a champion that you're really not that excited about, and you awaken them and you take them to SIG 200 as a 6-star. You pour so many thousands of dollars worth of resources, especially at the beginning of the year, only to realize at the end of the year that they're not even in the top 5 Prestige. And you want those resources back, but you can't get them back because rank down tickets no longer exist unless Kabam acknowledges, which is a big if, that they really messed up and nerfed a champion unfairly. That's why the new tune up or tune down system exists for Kabam, because they want that system to give zero accountability for ever having to issue rank down tickets. And yet, Kabam Santa on Christmas gave us one of each rarity. If they did that once a year, just one, then you could ask yourself, out of all my rank 4 6 stars, which one do I use least? And you could, in theory, take them back to rank 3 and then put those items into a champion that maybe you didn't have until the holiday gifting event. In the same way, I also think that it's pretty cool that in years past, Kabam gave everybody who was the highest in terms of progression, and it used to be Thronebreaker, of course, and we'll talk about that in this video, a generic awakening gem. Now, it used to be a 5-star. It would be pretty amazing, even though I realize some of you already have so many 6-star awakening gems and generic gems that you probably think, I don't want that. But it would be amazing if we got a 6-star generic, although that is not my ask in this video. Last year, in terms of guaranteed value, Mr. Kumar, on December 24th, 2021, as you can see at 12:10 p.m., on the Line app, Evizone and its partnership with my channel did not exist a year ago, sent me this screenshot of the Cavalier Holiday Gift. It was mainly a rank 1 to rank 2 6-star generic rank up gem. Now, that may not sound like a lot, and I guess in 2022 for Paragon players especially, it's not. But for players who are Cavalier, it was fantastic because, of course, especially a year ago, and it's amazing how much has changed in the game, particularly with the Catalyst store in the game, but it was not the easiest to get the 3 Tier 5 Basic or the Tier 4 Class Catalysts or the Tier 2 Alpha for Cavalier players to take a 6-star to rank 2. And because it was a generic, of course, you could use it on any champion of any class. So, that was incredible. However, I call it the pitchfork crowd, but quite a few people, whenever the game crashes, even for 30 seconds, they would say, going back to 2 to 3 years ago, whenever these things were first invented, I demand a 6-star Nexus. I want a 6-star Nexus. I need a 6-star Nexus. It's like Veruca from the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I want it, and I want it now. And so, Kabam Santa, hearing years of prayers, gave Thronebreaker players, again, the top progression level in 2021 in December, this, a 6-star 6-stone crystal amount of 20 and a 6-star Nexus hero crystal. And on paper, that's amazing. On paper, kabam, Santa listened. But you know what I heard from so many people, including myself, after I opened this? That sucked. I got a really terrible Nexus. I got a lump of coal in my kabam stocking because all 3 champions that I got were either terrible champions or already had them awakened. You can get a 6-star Nexus, and that excitement can turn to pain when suddenly it's OG Captain America, Groot, and Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. Not that Daredevil Hell's Kitchen is bad. I still think he was intended to be better than he is. But regardless, that's not going to get you excited about the holiday season. I did a good, bad, and ugly recap of Nexus crystals last year, and I anticipate if we get a similar item this year, I will be doing the same video. I think this would be a fair Thronebreaker holiday gift again, but for Thronebreakers, I would tweak the 6-star 6-stone crystals and give them generic 6-star 6 stones. At least give them guaranteed value enough to take a 6-star up 20 SIGs that's awakened, of course. That would be amazing. But, of course, Thronebreaker is not the top progression now. Wallet Breaker is, a.k.a. Paragon, and I have a little bit of a preview of what I hope to see in the Paragon free Santa gift, because in the past month, starting with Cyber Weekend, we have seen an emphasis on the reintroduction for a small amount of money for the Abyss Nexus Crystal Selector. Now, I realize that this thing is very valuable, but when you consider the top threshold, when you consider that we have in this game the top 2 Alliance milestones being a 6-star Nexus for 750,000 Alliance points in the Banquet gifting event, and then for the final milestone, 1 million points being that Abyss Nexus Selector, it is conceivable that Kabam knows the value has certainly become more mainstream for Paragon players. It is also conceivable to note that this does not guarantee that you'll get the champion you're after. I have opened like 3 Tech Abyss selectors, 4 Omega Cheeks, a.k.a. Omega Sentinel, and I'm 0 for 3. An honorable mention to this would be a 6-star generic Awakening Gem. Part of me thinks that Kabam is going to give us Awakening Gems this year instead of Nexus Crystals. And for Thronebreakers, it's going to be a 6-star Awakening Gem Crystal. And for Paragon players, it's going to be, well, a generic. Would that be terrible? No, I think it'd be great. But I would love another Abyss Nexus Crystal. And given that we got 2 as Paragon players for $100 during Cyber Week, the value of it is essentially about $50. That's what Kabam is valuing that now. So for $50, I'd say it's a pretty reasonable ask for a free holiday gift. Now, I could be way off base. I could be wrong. I need to know what you would prefer within reason for your holiday gift when it drops on the channel in less than 24 hours. I will, of course, grade it, review it, and then do follow-up videos on the other progressions holiday gifts. What I will not do is bleed this video to 10 minutes long just to get the triple or quadruple ads. So let's end it here. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.